Has anyone else noticed that these MLMs are oversimplifying their names so you cannot search them? In my opinion, of course. Let's talk about this. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam and I like to talk a bunch of shit and make you laugh while I do it. Sometimes I'm not even really that funny. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. As always, I appreciate you more than words can say. So I don't know if you've noticed, but all of these MLMs that are newer or changing their names are oversimplifying their names, so it's really hard to find any information. For example, Beachbody changed their name to Body with an I, and if you Google Body with an I or try to look on Instagram or YouTube or anything, it's not as easy to find something that's specifically about the MLM as it was when you were searching for Beachbody. Now, with that example given, I came across an opportunity call from 2 days ago for this new MLM company. I'm assuming it's new. I have not watched the full opportunity call, but I went on the website after struggling to find it because of the name. The name of this MLM is 3. The number 3, but spelled out, just 3. Why are we naming it 3? So I'm curious, have you heard of this MLM? If not, welcome to 3. What the? We're reacting to this opportunity call. Let's get into it, shall we? I know nothing about this MLM yet, so we are learning together.
Welcome to 3, and my name is Shanna, and I get to share some amazing things with y'all tonight. It's an absolute honor for all of you that are joining us. I know that you're joining us from all over the world. Like, how amazing is this that we have this platform to come together and hear other people's stories. And so it's an absolute privilege to share mine with you tonight and to cast some vision about what it is that you're invited to see tonight. I hope that this feels like a conversation with a friend. That's what it's on my heart for what I get to share with y'all. I hope at the end of this, you know what makes it different and what makes it special and what parts of it really would maybe fit for you. And so with that, we're going to go ahead, and I'm guessing we're good to go ahead and start. So I'm joining you from a little town in South Texas. A little bit about my story. I'm very passionate about the parts that I'm going to get to share with you tonight, and I'll go a little bit deeper into those as we go on. But what I want you to know is I'm somebody who's passionate about helping people, right? If you're just joining us, you missed.
I feel like they're all passionate about helping people. Isn't that like the way they all start out? Like, I am Amber, and I am with Q Sciences, and I am passionate about helping people. Give me a break.
You missed a really great video. We can always get you that replay about the heart of what is behind this company and this movement, really, this movement of people who are committed to making an impact and change. And that's really my story. Just the really short version. I want you to know who you're hanging out with here for the next few minutes. I'm really into health. I think it is really important. I think it's important for me. I think it's important for you. I think it's a matter of time before everybody considers it important. And we all have moments, right, where it becomes on our radar, right? So for me, that was when I was 20 years old.
Shocker, it's another health and wellness MLM because we need more of those.
I got an incurable cancer diagnosis, and it changed everything about my life. It changed about my dreams and my future, how long I thought I had on this earth to make an impact. And so that's part of my story and why I'm passionate about what I get to share with you. And then the other side is 10 years later, when I survived that incurable cancer.
Ma'am, please don't use your cancer diagnosis to lure people into this bullshit MLM. Stop. Can we not use like terminal illness or anything? We see it with Jessie Lee. Like, she's putting her whole journey out there about how she's avoiding chemo as long as possible. And now this one is saying she had an incurable cancer. And I can imagine where she's taking that. This is how they are taught to market in MLMs. And that's why MLMs are so problematic. They encourage this behavior, and there's no repercussions for anybody when they use these types of stories to pull people in. Imagine like somebody on this opportunity call has just been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer or something like that. They're going to think that maybe this is the answer that's going to get them through that. And it makes me sick to think about that is what they are doing.
and I went into the workplace, I was looking for opportunities, right? Like I felt like I wanted to make an impact. I really do believe that we have a purpose here on earth, and there are things that are uniquely you that you bring to the world and that you get to serve and really make an impact in this one life that we get to, right? So I say that this is, we talk about once in a lifetime opportunities. This is so much more than a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to completely have the biggest impact with the one life that you have. And I think after you see everything and you hear the story, you're gonna agree and you're gonna understand what I'm saying. So I want to go ahead and put the star of the show on. So I'm going to share my slides and introduce a little bit more about what this is all about. And again, thank you for coming and thank you for joining all over the world and seeing what this is about. The company that you're hearing about tonight is called 3, and you're learning about a movement, an entrepreneurial movement. This is really a platform that's so different than anything you've ever seen. And so I'm going to give you the details of this. 3 is a global movement of entrepreneurs who are driven by purpose, love, and contribution. It's something so unique that's not been done before, where leaders from all over the world for the last couple of years, can we all agree? It's been crazy out there.
What does that mean? What kind of business is this? 3 is a global community of entrepreneurs who are driven by purpose, love, and contribution. Well, that's not a story. Like, what does this even mean? It's word salad.
And so leaders all over the world came together and said, what if? What if? What if we had all this in place? What if we found the right this and the right that? And we came together on equal ground and we created a place for people. That's what we have here. These are what we're founded on. We're founded on people. And when I say people, I want you to hear you, right? I want you to hear you. I want you to hear me. What if we came alongside people and we know what they're hurting for and we know what they're looking for and we know the opportunities that they're looking for? What if we came together? What if the people came together? What could happen? And what if we encouraged purpose? What if we really created a place for people to truly, that's my story, right? Like I'm telling you about this because I had a traditional corporate, I owned my own company, your traditional American dream. I had a brick and mortar business, but I didn't feel like I was walking in my purpose. You don't survive an incurable cancer and then commit yourself to making people's houses pretty. That's what I did. I had a flooring and remodel company generating over $1 million a year, but I didn't feel like I was walking in my purpose. I wanted that to come into alignment. And platform. This is what I'm talking about when leaders all over the world create something, and it's more than a company. It's truly a movement. It's a platform with all the pieces in place to see you put yourself in a position to win, to change things about your life. So that's kind of the foundation. Let's
talk about that for a second. 3 was founded on 3 pillars. People. At our core, we're a company that clearly understands that people are our greatest asset. Currently, in our current state, people are anybody's greatest asset when you're talking in terms of business. So that's just generic, nothing groundbreaking. Purpose. Every business has to have a purpose. To build a global community that's focused on the well-being of everyone around us through connection and contribution. So what this means to me is your purpose is to recruit as many people as possible, because you want to build that global community, right? I am not a community member of Target, but I shop there. If I were an employee of Target, I would be considered a community member of Target. So when I hear that you are trying to build a global community, I am thinking in terms of representatives. Platform. We leverage our dynamic platform of unparalleled entrepreneurs internationally and through the power of science and technology. We offer the world greater health with our proactive wellness products and the curation of phytonutrients. Please stop. Stop. Is this some more pseudoscience that we're about to hear? Is it going to be more of that in this MLM too? It's got to stop.
A little bit more details. Daniel Piku, this is the founder of the company, and you're seeing a guy on a slide. I know it. I'm trying to convey why he's the best CEO out there. Here's what I can tell you. I don't just know him from a slide. I know his heart. I know his heart for serving people. I know how wicked smart this man is. I know that he outworks everyone in this industry, traditional business or e-commerce business. I know that he is a huge asset, not only to this company, but to this industry. And you will see things done differently because a man named Daniel Piku.
Let's look up Mr. Piku. Like I said, I know nothing about this MLM. So this was like just launched. According to their website, their official launch event is on May 22nd through the 21st in where? Salt Lake City. Are we shocked? No, not at all. Interesting. So apparently this is a reboot of Viseo, which is another MLM that was shut down. According to behindmlm.com, great resource. I will be sure to link their website in the description below. It says Viseo shuts down. Daniel Piku to head up reboot MLM op. On or around February 11th, Viseo informed its distributors it was shutting down its MLM opportunity. The announcement was made via a Zoom webinar, which I've unfortunately not been able to find a copy of. Nonetheless, following a tip-off from a Behind MLM reader, here's what I've been able to suss out. Viseo launched back in 2016. The company was founded by Morphe founder. Holy, the plot thickened, you guys. The company was founded by Morphe founder Dalin Larson and wife Carrie. In Behind MLM's published December 2016 Viseo review, we praised the company's strong retail focus. Why Viseo collapsed its MLM operations remains unclear. SimilarWeb tracked 22,000 visits to Viseo's website in November 2022. That rose to 28,000 in January 2023. Neither Dalin Larson or Viseo Corporate have issued a public statement addressing the closure. Instead, Viseo's website is advertising a 50% off sale. Various social media postings from Viseo distributors claim Daniel Piku bought out the Larsons. Piku is credited as co-founder and CEO of Viseo. I'm not doubting that, but I didn't come across Piku in researching Viseo's launch back in 2016. On a May 2020 Viseo webinar, Dalin Larson described Piku as a very private person. Whatever Piku has planned is scheduled to enter pre-launch on February 20th, which is apparently 3. 3? Like, is this because this is his third? Wow. His third MLM, heading his third MLM. Like, if this gets shut down, is he going to call it 4? Given it takes far longer than a week to set up an MLM company, even a reboot of an existing MLM company, Viseo's demise has likely have been on the cards for some time. Piku's Viseo reboot will purportedly remain in pre-launch till sometime in June. Behind MLM intends to publish a full review pending release of further information on or before February 20th. Update, 23rd of February. Daniel Piku's new company is awkwardly named 3. 3 operates from the domain iii.earth. Pending compensation details being made public, Behind MLM will publish a full 3 review. Update 8th of March 2023. Viseo has closed its official YouTube channel. This video originally linked to the cited Viseo 2020 webinar featuring Dalin Larson and Daniel Piku. As a result of Viseo's channel closure, I've now disabled the previous accessible webinar link. Viseo has no more website. I'm not super familiar with Viseo. I know I've heard of them. Okay, let's get on with it.
Daniel Piku is at the front of this movement. And I say that, I'll give you one example. When he decided to launch this company, because we're brand new, we're in pre-launch. You're hearing about this before everybody else. And when he said, I want to take it to 14 countries on day one. I want to open in 14 countries at one time. And everybody was like, you can't do that. That's what? But he did. He said, watch me. And we did. That means shipping products to 14 countries. That means paying commissions in 14 countries. This is the kind of man you will not find a CEO you're more proud and a man you're not more proud to be in business with and come alongside with. Our mission is to provide a platform so entrepreneurs can lead a life of purpose by inspiring others to do more, be more, and live more. These are the countries that we're launching in. So like I said, 14, we're in phase 1. And this is truly, I want you to start opening your mind to what's going on here. So when you're talking about this global e-commerce cross-border, I want you to understand that I am in small town Texas. I have in a population 6,000 people. My flooring business was in one town over with a population of 75,000 people. I was limited in how much business I could do. But when you see this screen, I hope that you're sitting and you're seeing what I saw, which was, what if there are no borders? What if I'm not limited to the population of my town? What if I'm not limited to who I know right now? What if I'm not limited in who I know and who they know? What happens if I could have a business where I go to sleep tonight and business is still happening on the other side of the world, and I'm able to leverage that and earn an income? I hope these are starting to click, because I'm a traditional businesswoman. When I saw what we had here, these things started piling up, and I'm like, this is the most amazing opportunity for people to really get their hands on if they're an want and they want a vehicle for change. So our science, 3 is a global leader in bioavailable products. Let me hit on the 3 pillars, what we're about. Number 1, exploration. I love this. If there's anything, like I said, I want to pretend I'm sitting here with my best friend, and I want you to leave here knowing exactly what makes us different. Hang out on this slide for a second. We are exploring the world for ingredients that are proven to work for really amazing things. We're also putting them together in ways that have never been put together before. And I love you're going to hear about our scientist, Dr. Dan, and he puts things together.
This is all we've heard before. This is giving me very strong like Q Sciences vibes right now.
And it's comparing, going to, our Americans, we're known for our drive-through. Give me a number 1, give me a number 2. It's all the same. It's predictable. You know exactly what you're going to get, and every fast food restaurant has one, compared to a Michelin restaurant where the ingredients are put together and it's an experience, and it's something entirely different. That's what I want you to think about here. When we say curation, I want you to picture that. And then last but not least, this is the big difference is the absorption. We are committed to bringing you products to market that truly get into the cells and make what does this mean? It means that you can feel a difference. It means that you're not just taking something because you read that it was good for you, but you're noticing things. And I'll share that kind of as I introduce the line to you.
That truly get into the cells. You know what else does that? Food that you eat, vitamins that you take, that you purchase from anywhere. Target. I'm always going to refer to Target because that's where I shop. Also, like anything you ingest or put on your skin is likely to some way get into some cells. So that is a very blanketed statement. Absorption. Our innovative technologies deliver nutrients at the cellular level for maximum wellness. It's all word salad, and it's giving you the hype, and that's it. Which, I mean, falls in line with the business model.
But this is the thing. What's different about 3? The absorption. What makes it different? The absorption. This little combination right here is why we even have a business to talk about. If we didn't have this in place and we had the Me Too, what everybody else has, how do we stand out? But when we have things that you can't get anywhere else, and these combinations haven't been put together like this before, and we're getting the results that we're getting, you've got people's attention, right? Okay, Dr. Dan touched on him just a second. He's our chief scientific advisor. He's got 15 years in the industry. He's formulated many supplements, patented. He's go follow him. He's on TikTok. He teaches people about natural health. It's truly his passion. You're going to see this platform has brought some of the most passionate people together, experts in their fields, bringing what they bring to create this amazing collaboration. We have our scientific advisory board, second to none. You'll learn more about them as you get into this journey. And then,
is this really what the world has come to? We are now putting on like our resumes, health influencer, 90K plus on TikTok, and top 50 podcast. So instead of the health influencer bullet point, I would prefer, and I think it would be more beneficial, for the formulations that he has made. If it says he has 15 years of cellular absorption formulation experience, and he formulated over 70 nutritional supplements. Give me some of those names. Are they reputable? Do they have a customer base that has had good results on them, or have they been formulated and thrown out? Like, were they successful? I need to know more of that and less of the health influencer and TikTok bullshit.
And let's meet the line. What are we talking about here? The 6 pillars of wellness. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to introduce you to Vitalite. This is the foundation. Now, I know it sounds like a multivitamin. Y'all, this is so much more than that. You're hearing about this from people who has taken supplements for over 20 years, like my life depended on it. And I can tell you with confidence, there's nothing I've taken that is similar to this. This Vitalite saved me so much money. I was taking, it's got things like your probiotics, your prebiotics, your digestive enzymes, your omegas, all of your vitamins and minerals. 92%.
Oh, they've got a bunch of blends. How nice. So I learned this when I was on the From Huns to Humans podcast, that the proprietary blends of certain things are not the best choice, because when you are trying to get like a certain vitamin or mineral and it's in this proprietary blend, you don't know how much is in that blend. It's just in that blend. So it could be like a minute amount. It could be a more than necessary amount. You just don't know. So the ingredients in this Vitalite is a superfood blend, naturally derived vitamins and minerals. That's giving me nothing. Enzyme blend, omega-3 complex soft gel, 72 trace minerals and amino acids, probiotics, and berry blend. So 3 different blends that it says just right here. All right, so this isn't one supplement. It's actually a pack. I'll put the supplement facts up on the screen here so you can see them. It has the vitamins and supplements that you would typically find in a multivitamin, so nothing super exciting. And then it has all of the blends. And this is what I mean. When you look at this, it says proprietary superfood blend, and then it says 150 milligrams of all of this stuff. So you don't know what is inside, like what makes up that 150 milligrams. Is it 5 milligrams of this and 20 milligrams of this? Like what makes that up? And then they have the proprietary berry blend at 100 milligrams, proprietary gut health blend at 100 milligrams, and proprietary plant and mineral blend at 20 milligrams. So it's very expensive, I would imagine. Whereas you can just go to the grocery store and buy groceries, like whole non-processed food groceries. And I know there's food deserts and all of that, so I'm not referring to those types of situations. To spend this amount of money on a vitamin pack is outrageous. You can literally get the same thing at the grocery store, at the pharmacy for way less money, and get probably, in my opinion, a better quality of vitamin and absorption.
92% of Americans are deficient in vital nutrients that we need just to stave off illness, right? And so you've got
Cite your source, ma'am.
All of it in here. Here's what I love about this and why I love sharing it with people in my life. I love to take the challenge and say, try it and tell me you don't feel different on the day you take it. I have 20 years of taking supplements and I've never been able to say that about something. So omegas, everything is in there. This really is a game changer. You definitely want to start here. Next, we have our collagen. Collagen is how we're going to pronounce that. Features and benefits. You can read what's on the screen. I don't want to hang out there. I want to give you the short story. There's lots of collagen on the market. What makes this different? Go back to that slide about absorption. Most collagen is too big of a molecule. You're not actually getting it absorbed into the body. So what we've done here, we're the only hydrolyzed and micronized, which basically means that absorption combination. We're getting it into your body so that you can see the difference. When I started this, I took a picture on the first day. I'm going to challenge you to do the same. And then at day 5, I took a picture and I put them side by side and I was blown away. Now, listen, I'm a girl about serious health issues, right? Like I love fueling my body properly and really making it a priority. But I would be lying if I didn't also care very much about what I see in the mirror and my hair, skin, and nails. And so I love that this is the second one I'm talking to you about, because it really does. It gives you more confidence. It really does so many great things in the body. And it helps with your immune response. It helps with your joints, lots of things. So again, this is the start of a conversation. You can learn more from whoever invited you to this. They can give you all of the details so you can learn more. But you absolutely will love this product. And we only take it for 10 days. So it's so powerful. We take it for 10 days on and 20 days off. And
who is we? Does she have a mouse in her pocket? Or is she just referring to the community of the 3 representatives?
Next, we have Eternal. Okay, this is my absolute favorite product that the 3 is carrying. And here's why. I want you to think of it as an antioxidant blend. That's what it is. It is so powerful with super fruits. It's got that resveratrol in there. Side story, when I first got my diagnosis, I had a naturopath doctor that gave me resveratrol. Guess what? It is a 1% absorption rate. I wish I would have known that. I'm sure it helped a little, But how do you think I feel now taking a highly bioavailable form of this? And let me tell you, most of the times we think antioxidants and we think immune health and just kind of like overall health, and we don't prioritize it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Because I had a cancer diagnosis at age 20, I'm going to turn 45 this year. I don't think I look 45. You know why? Because I've prioritized taking antioxidants for the last 20 years. And this is the absolute best you're going to get your hands on. So definitely take a look at this. It tastes fantastic. You will love this one.
I'm not okay with this. Nope. Why is this okay? I'm disgusted. I have been personally affected by cancer diagnoses as far as family members and close friends that are like family members, and this is not okay. I guess I'm just venting at this point, but why are MLM representatives so often allowed to get away with referring to these wellness programs when they have no credentials whatsoever to help you live longer, and I don't even want to say like get rid of the C word? Like, you cannot do that. I don't know. I just needed to vent for a second. Thanks for listening. Let's get on with this.
Revive. This is another one that is a game changer for people. If you look on here, healthy joints, muscle stiffness, it maintains a healthy inflammatory status in the body. That's super, super important. So what do we have in here that's making such a big difference? There's things in here that are supporting your immune system, but really the big player is a bioavailable form of curcumin. And oftentimes people will say, Shanna, I cook with turmeric. Y'all, we're not talking the same thing. This is not the same thing. We're talking of getting that curcumin in a highly bioavailable form. If you are somebody who likes to research, this is where I want you to write something down. I want you to write down that bioavailable curcumin, and I want you to head over to PubMed and see what it says. See why a girl like me with my biology would be interested in something like this. Do your own research. These products are based on clinical studies. You can find them. Go find them and see why this is so fantastic of a product and why you want to learn more about it and why you'll be confident not only using it, but sharing it with people that you love. And then
all right, if you are trying to sell somebody on a business opportunity and you tell them to go and Google the studies that you're referring to, you're already discrediting yourself. You should have those resources readily available, specifically to cite, and then secondarily to send the links to the people that are on this opportunity call so they can see these studies for themselves. Yes, of course, I agree everybody should do their own research, but if these are studies that you are referring to throughout this call, you should have them available for the people that are consuming this bull call.
Purify. So this cleanses all the major organs in the body, your liver, y'all, your lungs, colon, kidneys, skin. It's not a bathroom cleanse. I want to say that it is something that you can take every single day. It's gentle. It is just going to support the detoxification of process. This is one of my favorites because I noticed I had less bloating and my skin looked better, and I was noticing I was sleeping better. So all really great things. You want to try Purify. And then last but not least, who cares about their immune system? Who would love to have all of those things that doctors say we should have, our A, C, D, E, zinc, quercetin, elderberry? What if you had it all in one? That's what you have here. It's going to simplify your life. It's all in the best ingredients. You wouldn't be able to find these locally. The best quality ingredients you're getting in your body. So easy, simplifying your life. This line, there's something for everybody. Do you see that? I hope that's what you see. There is something for everybody. You probably sat here and already thought of people that you want to hear this information, that you want them to know about these products existing. And because of all that is why we have the opportunity that we're going to talk about. But last but not least, all of these are in the physician's desk reference or the physician's digital reference. What does that mean? It means your doctor can go look them up. When he's looking up things that he can take for, we talked about the one for an inflammatory response, he can look up.
That's what we're basing this off. Do you know how many drugs are in the PDR? I had to do a full report on the PDR when I was in school for medical assisting. And this book is like this thick. There's so much in there. Good, bad, ugly. Just because it's in the PDR doesn't mean that it's a good, reliable source of anything. It's just in the PDR. This resource is, like she said, it's a thing for physicians to reference when they're prescribing medications, or if somebody's on a medication, they need to know like the side effects or the what is the word that I'm looking for? Adverse reactions and things like that. So that's what she's referring to. But it's just like, that means almost nothing. That means that it's in the PDR.
Up, and our Revive product is going to be there. So you can confidently go to your doctor and say, hey, look at what I have here. And for the first time, your doctor is going to be like, wow, can I get some more information on that? Okay. So how does this all fit together? We have your Vitalite. Like I said, that's the foundation. You have your collagen. That's going to keep everything looking fabulous. Your Revive. That's really about, keeping that structure sound. Your Eternal. Think of that as the roof protecting you. Your Purify. We're taking out the trash. And then of course your Immune. That's your defenses. That's keeping the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. So what does it look like? Now I told y'all I'm really passionate about the health side. I hope that you can see that, but I'm also even more passionate about the financial side. Because of my first, from age 20 to 30, being completely dependent, my health, I wasn't able to work. I understand what it's like to be in a position where you need to be able to bring in other streams of income. And I know people come at this from different directions. Maybe you're just in a position where you're like, Shanna, I just want to invest. Like I want to accelerate that finish line to being able to retire. I want to invest. I've got some things I want to do. I'm looking for things there. Maybe you're somebody who's like, time to pay off credit card debt. This is feeling a little pressed, or maybe you're just wanting to do some fun stuff. Maybe there's some vacations, something, but for many reasons, everybody's looking for a way to bring in another stream of income. And I want you to show you what that looks like here, but I want to paint the picture for you. Can we agree that if you are feeling better and looking better, and you have more energy, and maybe you're sleeping better, and maybe, you're kickstarted a little weight loss journey. If all these things are happening, do you show up different in the world? Like, I know for me, I'm generally a nicer person, and I'm, more loving and more, my attitude, my mood is different when I'm feeling good, when I'm energized, all of those things. So here's what I'm going to tell you. People are going to notice, and you're going to do what you're already doing, which is say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Here's a link. You already know how to do that. And I want to show you how this can completely open up a whole nother world to you with things you're already doing, right? And so much more. So there's multiple streams of income with 3. Many of these you're already doing. We're going to go into these in some detail just really quick. Retail commissions. This is what you're already doing. This is sharing your link. For North America, this is a 25% retail commission that you're getting. You're just sending your link.
That 25% is pretty generic for MLMs. That's typically, from what I've seen, where they start. It's usually around 20 to 25% commissions.
You doing this, you're getting paid, right? What's the next one? Preferred customer bonus. So this is, again, you're maybe sharing with somebody who says, wait, there's a way for me to get them cheaper and become a preferred customer. Sure. They're going to pay that $30 membership fee. And now they're going to get wholesale pricing on this fabulous line. And then some of them are also going to see what you saw, which is an opportunity, right? They're going to say, wait, hold on. I want to get the position that you're in, which is when it transforms me, I want to be able to capitalize on that as well. And so what does that look like? You're getting started on one of these introduction packages. The intro pack that gets you started with a few things from the line. Great start. I think everybody that really should look at this at an entry level at the premium pack. Why? Because it's at least one of everything. It's some for you. It's some for your husband or your family or people that you want to share with. You're going to experience the whole line. You're going to transform faster. This is really like the baseline, I think, for transformation. I think it's a really great place to start. Next is your business builder package. So this is somebody that's like, okay, I see what we have here. I want to position myself. I want to have products ready to share. Business builder package. That's great. And then also we have, for the limited time only, remember we're in pre-launch. In fact, let me plug right now, in 3 weeks, we're going to be in Salt Lake City. And I think it's the next month, we're going to be in Hong Kong for our official launch. You want to be at one of those events. It's only happening one time. And so right now there's a limited opportunity for you to be a founder with us. There are extra perks to this and extra ways for you to have income by positioning yourself as a founder. So you definitely want to look at this, and you see these pips. This is what you're going to.
Okay. Now I'm getting awakened vibes because they've got the founder pack. And if you remember, Awakened had a whole founders situation going on.
Earn when you sign somebody up on those. And then this one I really love. So those other ones come pretty natural. That's sharing. You already know how to do that. This is team commissions. This is where you start leveraging what other people are doing, right? So you're going to hear from my friends, Frank and Cindy here in a second. And let's say I share with Frank and Cindy. And let me tell you, I want to share with people like Frank and Cindy because they are serial entrepreneurs. That's what they've been doing for over 30 years. They understand an opportunity and what they're looking for. And what happens when I introduce to them and they start building a business here. And this is just, let me click again. I get started. And let's say I share with my friends, Frank and Cindy, and they're level 1 to me. And so there's, you're starting to get paid commissions on this. I'm going to click a couple because this is kind of a delayed slide. So give me a second. I want to go ahead and get all this up here for you. I want you to see what happens. This is what I didn't understand. So when somebody approached me about this industry, and remember at the time I had
that's a pyramid.
Flooring and remodel company. I owned it by myself. I was working really hard. I thought this was going to be the vehicle that took me to financial and time freedom. I kind of already was clued in that it wasn't, but I didn't know what else to do. And somebody told me about this industry and I was immediately a no, because I was like, no, I'm not going to sell just onesie, twosie things. I sell big jobs. My business was doing over $1 million a year. I'm like, I take people's money in thousands, right? And I didn't understand how moving products and people just taking products that they loved every single month and telling their friends about them. I didn't understand the leverage. So I really want to hang out here for a second so that you can understand if I share with my friends, Frank and Cindy, that opens up an entire new network. And Frank and Cindy go and share. And they're, like I said, business people. They do everything big. Okay. And they're going to go do that. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of people moving through my distribution center. And now I've leveraged the work of Frank and Cindy, and they're leveraging the work of other people. So this I didn't understand. I didn't understand that I could do something 10 times or 100 times, and it turned into thousands of people shopping through my distribution center. I've experienced that in a previous company. I know Frank and Cindy have as well. And it is really changes everything. I was late to the party of leverage, but I understand it now.
She's saying the quiet part out loud. Leveraging the work of other people so you can profit. That is a pyramid scheme. We are saying it out loud. Hello? FTC? Are you there?
And it's why you see me here talking about this, right? So this is just showing you that as you bring people in, anybody that Frank, it spills over and helps each other, and you're building these two teams, you'll learn more about this as you get started here. Lots of ways that we're getting paid. Again, I'm going quickly through this. I want you to have an overview. Leadership matching bonus. I also love this one because I'm a really great employee. Okay. And I'm the person that would always have to train somebody. And in this company, I want you to think it like I bring in Frank and Cindy and I'm going to help train them. Not that they need to be trained. I'd be taking notes, honestly, if I attracted a Frank and Cindy. But you know, I would bring them in and I automatically make 20% commissions on everything that they're doing. Right. It's like I brought them in. So I get a thank you from the company for that and for partnering with them and helping them see success. And you see, there's a way for you to bump that up to 30%. If you have a combination of 10 customers and partners, you have what we call a happy 10, and you've now increased the ways that you get paid in the company. So lots of leadership matching bonuses here. I'm going to kind of fly through these and just let you see we get paid in depth really well here.
That was also in the shape of a pyramid. The pyramids are everywhere. It's just staring us all in the face.
3% commission. You'll access this within the company. Again, it's got the details here. I'm flying through here. The global pool, I want to hang out here for a second. This is if you're a founder, you have access to this. This is an additional 2% of global revenue that you have access to as a founder. You are a founder for life. So, you know, as you build this business, this is something that you have access, the potential to be paid on this for life and what's happening worldwide. So this definitely got my attention. I think anybody with a business background, they saw this 2% global opportunity, and especially it's temporary. We're not letting that pass by. So you'll find those details as well. Rank advancement bonuses as we share. And these are basically, you know what this is when it says rank advancement, you're in control of your pay raise. That's what it is. So as you promote through the company, you get yourself a pay raise. The company is giving you bonuses, these reward certificates and tokens. As you keep moving up, those increase. And then wait till we get to this next section here. Now you're actually getting cash bonuses. So instead of the reward certificates, now you're getting 50,000 cash, 100,000 cash, 250,000. This is another thing as an entrepreneur, what caught my attention. My business did well. I grew it to about 1.2 million a year, but I realized I had a ceiling and I wasn't going to be able to get myself somewhere past that. There's no ceiling here. This is the level playing field for, it doesn't matter what your background, it doesn't matter what small town or state you come from. It doesn't matter if you say y'all, like I do. It doesn't matter if you have a college degree or not. You really have so many opportunities and this is available to you. So how do you want to get started? You can be a retail customer. You can be a preferred customer or distributor. As somebody who's 4 years into this industry and completely have a different life because of what it's afforded me, you're going to have very few opportunities, like I said, where you're getting to see this before everybody else. I've walked into a room where I was excited about something and I saw a lot of people I knew already in the room. Okay. And I want to tell you, it's a completely different thing when you're the one opening up the room, when you're the one opening up the conversation and you're the one introducing it to an area, to a town, to your network. Definitely look at being a distributor with us.
This is all the same. All of these MLMs have the same thing that they're putting out. Retail customer, or you can be a preferred customer for a membership fee, or you can be a distributor for an enrollment fee. And enrollment fee, that's not an enrollment fee, by the way. That is a yearly fee. They just made it look like it's different, but it says only $30 per year. So as a distributor, you also have to pay the $30 per year, which is becoming more and more common in these MLMs, where you have to pay a yearly annual membership. And also you have your monthly bars that you have to meet. So they have that on top of the membership fee, replicated website. We hear that every day. Online back office, and buy wholesale.
It is a fantastic time for you to do that. You're going to choose a packet that fits your needs. Like we said, the intro pack, all of these come with really great savings. So there's it's kind of a no-brainer to get started on all of these. And I think I kind of showed you, I would start with the founder's bonus. Y'all, when I started my traditional business, I borrowed $200,000. So some of you have probably looked at franchises and seen what opportunities you had. $200,000 to start a business that paid me about 6 figures a year. And in this industry, I was able to take something, look at that 1960, and I can't make any claims, but I can tell you, I'll take this $2,000 investment over the $200,000 one any day of the week, because I know what I'm capable of doing. I know that it's just work. And if I can do it for somebody else, I can do it for myself. And I would say the same is true for you. So the intro packs.
I hate when they do that, because then to the people that are watching, the $2,000 doesn't seem like a lot when she compares it to $200,000. That is her experience. And somebody else who is watching this may not have $2,000 to drop on these supplements without a clue of what is coming next. Like, is this even going to be successful? Where is the proof that these products are working? That's not a study put on by the company. Why are there no resources for that? It's just all hype. It's all hype in these MLMs.
The premium pack, the business builder pack, and the founder pack. I'm sure after those, you know exactly where you want to get started. And then what is this about? It's connecting with people. You want to connect with the person who shared three with you. Before I get to this, I actually want to bring on and introduce you to Cindy and Frank Sosanek. So I actually just got to hang out with them a little before and actually meet them. And I've known them from afar. They're mentors to me without realizing it. I have followed their story. I know that I love their background, that they're true entrepreneurs. They've been married over 37 years. I think they have a lot of wisdom to pour into people like me that are just 4 years into the industry, and I'm hungry and I just want to learn all the things. But this is a perfect example of what you have here. Man, I wish I had this in my traditional business, where I had somebody like Frank and Cindy that I could say, hey, tell me what you did. Tell me what you saw here. Tell me and pour into me. So if you have a heart for learning more and you are ready to level up, I want you to hear from Frank and Cindy. And why 3? Why 3 for y'all?
Wow, what a wonderful job, Shannon. Thank you so much for sharing the opportunity. You did a fantastic job just laying out all the details of 3. And hey, I'm ready to sign up again. You ready to sign me up? So anyway, Frank and Cindy Sochanek, like she said.
It's interesting that they all have, so their name for their Zoom, like if you're not familiar with Zoom, you can change like the name that shows up in the bottom corner of your screen where you are, your little Brady Bunch square, if you will. And it's interesting that both of these accounts have the name, but then it says where they are, like what state they are. So one is in Texas, USA, and then the other one is in Florida, USA. I'm assuming that is something that this MLM encourages people to do to kind of show like their reach, to show how far and wide they're spread. I've never seen that before, and I've been on quite a few Zoom calls.
We have been married 37 years. We have 5 incredible children, grown children now, obviously. And then we have 4 grandchildren and the 5th one on the way. That's our favorite. That's our favorite part of life right now, are those grandbabies. But anyway, been in business for right at 38 years, 37 years. And we got started in this industry back when we were in our 20s. I was 23 years old. Frank was 21. We had just started a traditional company. Again, like Shanna said, we had to invest in that company, and it was thousands and thousands of dollars. And so we understand what investment looks like. And so we got started in that. And then a friend of ours introduced us to this industry. And it was so neat because in our traditional business, we didn't have mentors. We didn't have people who wanted to pull us up and take us with them. We had competitors. We had people out there who wanted to see us not succeed. And in this industry, we had people who wanted to see us succeed. They were people who wanted to pull us up, take us with them, and us have the same amount of success that they had. And so that was so appealing to a young couple like us. And we jumped in, guys, and we didn't, we didn't question. We did not question what our mentors told us to do. They were where we wanted to be. They had the success that we wanted to have. So what did we do? We jumped in and we just did whatever they said to do. If they told us to go, we went. If they told us to be in Salt Lake City on, May the 22nd, we were in Salt Lake City on May 22nd. I mean, we because we knew to get where they wanted to, if we knew to get where they were, we had to do what they did. And so we jumped in this industry and we absolutely love it. We said, years and years ago, this was our college education. We didn't have college education. And that's another thing I love about this industry. It doesn't matter where you start. I think Shanna even said that. It doesn't matter if you have a college education or if you have a college education. If you have any experience in business or you have no experience in business, it doesn't matter. And that's what I love so much about this industry. So go ahead.
And that's a problem. That is the problem. When you're working in a health and wellness industry, selling health and wellness products, you should have to have some kind of education, certification, licensure, registration. I feel like I'm pulling somebody over. Something.
I just had oral surgery, so my mouth's a little messed up. So if I come across as just the way it is, but what's amazing to me, being an entrepreneur all these decades, it is the greatest equal playing field out there. This industry is the greatest. It does not matter what your credit score is. It doesn't matter what your education level is. It doesn't matter what your belief is. It doesn't matter what nationality you are.
If none of those things matter, again, it should raise a red flag. So if you are somebody who is lucky enough to have not been roped into an MLM at some point in your life, at this point, if you are approached by a wellness company, because there's so many that are out there that are MLMs, that says you don't need any training, you don't need any certifications. You don't need a good credit score, anything. Let that be your red flag to be like, something's not right here.
If you have a dream and you have something more in life you want, I believe all these decades later, this is the greatest vehicle to obtain that in. So I want to challenge you, and I want to ask you this, as what she just shared with you earlier. If there's something out there in life that you're not able to get doing what you're doing presently, I want you to really realize you have your hands now from this day forward on a vehicle that your dreams can come true. They can come true regardless of how big they are, or how small they are. There's no dream, that's more important than another. It's your dream, and what you want is as important as what Cindy and myself wanted. We believe very simply that it is the greatest vehicle to create wealth with the least amount of exposure. We've started a bunch of companies. We're entrepreneurs. We've never done one thing. So when we talk about building a secondary stream of income, I believe, and my wife believes, this is the greatest vehicle to build. No bank notes, no credit lines, no personal guarantees, none of that. This is it. So if you're looking for an opportunity that you may have never had to develop the lifestyle that you've dreamed of having, the pictures you've looked at, the books, the magazines you looked at, I'm here to tell you that this vehicle 3 can do it. Why 3? People always ask, well, Frank, after all these years, almost 30, 36, 37 years in industry, why? Because I believe this. There's a lot more people out there, just like Cindy and myself were all them decades ago. Knew there had to be something hungry.
For something.
Knew there had to be something more in life. We didn't know what it was, but we knew there had to be something more. And I'm here to tell you, 3 is that vehicle. And that's how I see it, as a vehicle. But why else 3? I wrote it down earlier. It says, it's very simply. You know what? Daniel's a winner. Daniel's a good friend of ours. He's the founder of 3. Daniel's a winner. And here's what I found out about winners. Winners win, period. And if you're going to do something and you're going to invest your time, your energy, and money, do it with the best. My opinion, what we have here at 3 and what Daniel's put together is the best. If not, you would not see this mug on this Zoom tonight. Because why? Our values, our principles, our integrity, our character mean more than money. And I'm excited to be partnered up here with Daniel here at 3.
Mm-hmm. And so, guys, we just want to encourage each and every one of you, if you're looking at this opportunity for the very first time, get back with the people that introduced you, go back to them and find out more and get some questions answered. We sat 30 plus years ago in a room. We didn't have Zooms. We weren't able to see the opportunity this way, which is so wonderful. But, when we sat there and we listened, we didn't know exactly what it was about. We didn't have all of our T's crossed and all of our I's dotted. We had questions, but you know what? We hoped that what that guy was up there telling us, just like what Shanna said tonight, what if what she talked to you tonight about is possible? What if it's possible? What if, just like Frank and I, we came from a little single wide trailer. We were living in a little, 12 by 50 mobile home when we got started. No kids. We were freshly married. We were, again, just trying to figure life out, honestly. But we knew that, we didn't want to be in that little mobile home the rest of our lives. We wanted something more. We wanted more for ourselves. We wanted more for our children. We wanted more for the generation behind them, our grandchildren. And so we asked questions. We got with the person who invited us. And you know what? We jumped in. And when we jumped in, we jumped all in. We didn't question it. Again, we just made it happen. We did what we were at, we did what we were told to do, basically. And we just followed the leaders. We followed the leaders, and we.
Okay, so I'm very curious about what questions they asked, which I guess we'll never know. But them saying they did what they were told and they followed the leader makes me cringe. That just sounds like you're reading a piece of information from the BITE model. If you're unfamiliar with the BITE model, it's from Dr. Stephen Hassan, and he specializes in cults. And the BITE model is basically giving you an outline of what a cult will do to get you in and keep you thinking it's totally normal to be in a cult.
We love this industry because it's such a great way. You know, I always said in our traditional businesses, I can employ people and I can give a person a job, and that's great, you know, but I cannot help that person become a business owner. If I help that person become a business owner, what does that do? That gives my traditional business competition. But in this industry, I can help someone become a business owner. I can help someone have the freedom, the time freedom of being in business for themselves. And what we always say is we're in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. We have a support group in a community. You know, and
Again, MLM representatives are not business owners. They are basically 1099 contracted employees that are salespeople and recruiters. You are not a business owner. If you were a business owner, you would have say in when your business, quote unquote, shuts down. And we've seen many MLMs come and go over the years, and the representatives are left with nothing because it's not their business. Also, the time freedom is bullshit. You don't have time freedom because you always have to be working. You look at these MLM representatives on Instagram or on TikTok, and they're always saying how they can work from anywhere and they're working at the pool. I'm sorry, but when I'm at the pool by myself or with my kids, I don't want to be working. I want to be enjoying the pool, maybe have a Truly next to me, something along those lines.
Thing about 3, I was thinking, I wrote this down about the best in the industry. I believe that 3 is the best in the industry. Why? Because of our community, because of our leadership.
3 is the best in the community, which is interesting because 3 is a brand new MLM that hasn't even officially launched yet, but it's the best in the industry. Please explain to me how.
Because of our corporate company and Daniel Piku being at the helm of that. And I know the integrity that's held there. And then also our science community. We have the best. We have the best science community in the business with Dr. Dan and the whole board of doctors that we have working, you know what, working really for us. As us in the field. I mean, they work for us, and it's incredible to have that kind of science. And
I know I'm pausing this a lot. I apologize, but I'm curious to see, like, what is she comparing her best in the industry? Like, what is that bar set to? Does she have a scientific background? Does she know about the scientific industry? Like, how do you know that's the best panel of scientists to be on the board at 3? Where are you comparing that to? And if that was the case, I would prefer them to be working on, like, say, a cancer cure or something along those lines, not on an MLM. I would imagine they would be working somewhere at a larger scale.
Community with us, helping us through this process of being in business for ourselves.
Well, the last thing I'll say is this: it's been an honor to be on here. You got me all fired up, and I tell people this, you know what? Every time you see this, you should see it a little different. And so I challenge you, you know what? You may not get it all, and that's okay. You know, at 36 years, I still don't understand the industry, all of it. You know what? I learn something every day. But I want to encourage you, if you want to believe. See, we chose all them decades ago, we chose to believe. We chose, if it could be.
It's up to me.
It's up to us. We're willing to roll up our sleeves, and we're willing to go to work, and we're willing to listen to the people that went before us that were successful. That's the key. Not people that went before us that used to do it, but people that went before us that were successful, that were still doing it. In other words, they were leading by example. And so I can tell you this: if you choose to believe, my belief is this. Belief is one of the most powerful things that are out there. You're going to believe in something. I encourage you and I challenge you to believe in yourself first. Before you believe in anything else, believe in yourself. And see, when you believe in yourself, then and only then can you believe in somebody else. In other words, can you pass that dream on? Can you pass that opportunity on? So I want to encourage all of you that are listening to our voice, believe in yourself, number one. And when you learn the power inside of you of believing in you and who you are, I'm here to tell you, everything opens up. All the possibilities open up. So I leave you with that. Our prayer is this, because we are believers, that we encourage you to take a chance on you.
We had to get that faith manipulation in there, right? Somewhere it had to land in there.
One more time. Don't give up on you, regardless of, I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried it 1,000 times. I've tried this. It does not matter. I'm here to encourage you. Let's step out one more time, because I can tell you this. Every true baseball player knows this. They're going to go to the base. They're going to go to the plate, and they're going to strike out more than they get a hit. But if they know they go to the bag and they keep swinging that bat, they're going to get a hit. I'm here to tell you, your hit's here with 3. God bless. We love you. It's been an honor to be here with all of you tonight. God bless. See you at the top.
Thank you, Shanna.
Oh, thank y'all so much. That was incredible. I have nothing to add except I want to invite you, if you're here and you still have questions, please get back to whoever invited you. Okay. And I have a special invitation for all of you. We're going to hear from Daniel Piku in about 20 minutes on our corporate call. I'd love for you to be there. He is sharing something really special. We've got a big announcement. I've heard that it's going to put us in a Mediterranean state of mind. And so I'm going to be there, and I would love for you to hear from him and be there.
Must be an incentive trip.
With us. And like they said, if you're like, this is some good energy and I could use some people in my life speaking like this into me, let me tell you, that's what we're inviting you into. We're inviting you into seeing you in a different way, and just surrounding yourself with people that can cast vision and walk it out and really put you in systems that win. We're not guessing. This vehicle will take you where you want to go. Put your dreams in the fuel tank, and I promise you there's nothing that can stop you. So y'all have the best night. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. It was an absolute honor to spend tonight with y'all.
Thanks for
God
sharing.
bless.
So in my opinion, 3 sounds very similar to Q Sciences and everything that Q Sciences does, as far as like, now is the best time to get in because we are at the bottom of the S curve and it's only up from here. They're emphasizing the point that I say, along with many other anti-MLM individuals, like, you have to get in early to be successful in an MLM, because you have to be one of the first people that starts recruiting people in order to make money. So I just, like, they say it out loud all the time, and it just goes over so many heads. And I think that's totally in part because there's not enough like information out there. So that's what I'm here for, putting the information out. And if you want to see a full deep dive on this company 3, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, be aware of this new MLM 3 and don't fall for it.